found the original Belle Delphine chat screenshots. She was fully involved in stealing the nudes and refused to make a statement when asked by the person whose images she stole. All for an Italy trip. This only marks one of the many creepy revelations about Belle Delphine when her career finally came crashing.
Would you still like to have an internet presence, even if it's a kind of a more vanilla kind of content? Would that be fun, or that you see that as more or less pointless?
I wish there was a way to kill me on the internet and just like somehow delete everything or just kind of die in a sense.
Those who have been online in the previous 5 years have heard about Belle Delphine. Her content earned her online fame, from selling GamerGirl Bath Water to staging a false arrest and publishing X-rated videos. Despite her success, few have investigated Belle Delphine's mysterious past. Is someone else controlling her marketing, or is she just a genius? After significant study, I'm here to tell Miss Delphine's true tale, which is more shocking than you expect. Let's start from the beginning, before discussing the dispute. Mary Belle Kirshner, popularly known as Belle Delphine, was born in Cape Town, South Africa on October 23, 1999. In the volatile country, thievery, carjackings, and house invasions were typical throughout her first 11 years. Her home life was imperfect. Belle's parents met at a photo shoot. Belle's mother from the UK met her father in South Africa while modeling. Their relationship soured, and an unexpected pregnancy increased stress. Belle's mother married her father to stay together for their newborn child after her visa expired. Unfortunately, the marriage was unstable. Belle remembers walking on eggshells around her father, who scorned her interests.
I have no dad.
After the fighting worsened, Belle's mother left. Belle returned to the UK with her mother at 11 and divorced shortly after. Belle experienced a new lifestyle in the UK. She found herself with her strict, devout mother's family. After being the rebellious child, her mother aspired to be the cool mom, resulting to casual parenting. Belle was free to disappear for days without inquiry. Early problematic choices resulted from this lack of supervision. Belle, 13, rode a train to London to see a 25-year-old man she met online. She later denied wrongdoing, but such a meeting may have gone badly. Belle used the internet to feel connected without adult supervision. She spent up to 13 hours a day on YouTube, saying it lifted her. Her comedy was dictated by edgy YouTubers like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank. At the same time, she loved anime and internet culture, frequenting chat rooms and message boards. However, these online venues lacked teenagers. They were mostly elderly males. Belle and her companions frequented 30-year-old males who gave them attention. This exposure led to early amorous adventures, including kissing a 30-year-old man at a concert to cheat on her first partner. Belle may have felt out of place with her peers since she was drawn to older folks. Her heavy South African accent and eccentric demeanor made it hard for her to establish schoolmates. Classmates called her weirdo. Belle intentionally fell off playground swings and hurt herself to get attention and laughs. Boys at school liked her at first, but as they saw she was obsessed, they were uncomfortable. She showed her love with unusual presents like helicopters and enormous teddy bears. Although she tried, Belle never fit in, except online, where she felt understood for the first time. And how did Belle go from an internet-obsessed pariah to one of the most polarizing influencers ever? Let us explore her climb to online popularity, surprising scandals, and the fallout. She avoided her alcoholic mother in the UK by using the internet. This problem influenced Belle's decision to refuse alcohol from her older partners. This was best and may have kept Belle out of additional trouble. Belle had poor school attendance due to a troubled family situation, a desire to spend time online, and no one to make her go to school. This led her to drop out at 14, which is unlawful in the UK. Due to a chaotic school transition, she slipped between the gaps. Belle could follow her online passion without limits, without a formal education. After posting picture sessions on Facebook, she joined Instagram in 2015. There, she explored Japanese fashion and gained the confidence to wear outrageous outfits in public. Belle moved in with her lover at 15 after becoming more comfortable with neighbors' disapproving stares at her. This shocked her little English village. She didn't say his age, but he had his own house, so he was probably older. Belle built an internet audience of young ladies like herself between 15 and 17 without her mother. Her 2016 YouTube channel featured makeup tutorials. Despite a limited following, the ambitious content creator recognized she could never earn a living from apparel content. Belle earned some money as a barista and waiter. The young dropout realized her alternatives were restricted, so she rethought her professional route with her online loves. She learned sharing sexual images of herself would gain her attention the quickest. She needed a unique twist on selling filthy stuff. Her enlightenment came then. People don't share pornographic stuff with friends, but they could share a bizarre, gorgeous lady photograph. Belle needs to blend sexiness and memes to go viral. When Belle met her current partner in 2017 and disclosed her online money goal, the next piece came into place. Belle's content grew racier 6 months later, following her 18th birthday, so her partner must have agreed. The girl also attended swinger parties with her boyfriend to explore her sexuality. Just being around other couples turned her on, even if she never switched partners. This prompted her to upload more provocative stuff, but with a catch. She captivated guys with her ahegao look, often known as the anime orgasm face. Belle straddled weird and seductive, which was popular. Her fanbase quickly shifted from young females to almost 85% men. Her odd mix of bizarre and seductive made 2018 great for the young woman. She was popular on Reddit and 4chan, where she was considered a genius. These online nooks were where she met her army of simps, die-hard supporters. It was time to cash in. Later that year, she developed a $50 a month premium Snapchat and a Patreon where she communicated with admirers. Belle was so popular that Rolling Stone called her an alien Disney princess porn star. She charged $1 a month to $2,500 for exclusive content. Customers may see all of her images, rare behind-the-scenes shots, and a Skype session by paying the highest tier. By 2019, Miss Delphine had 4.2 million followers from these exploits. She wore short skirts and made sexual expressions while eating raw eggs or playing with a dead octopus, with googly eyes for attention. People online couldn't get enough of this mystery person's wild posts. She said her job was farming content for YouTubers who commented online, a great match. Belle wasn't everyone's favorite. Given her developing reputation, some would want to uncover whatever controversy she had been involved in. Adult video producer Indigo White, who recently became male, tried to expose Belle for publishing underage sexual material in 2017. With her celebrity expanding, Belle focused on selling creator items. At the time, most YouTubers wanted to sell t-shirts, but she wanted something different. She considered selling her hair, but it wasn't sustainable and had been done before. And genius hit. Belle went with the idea after a person said they wanted to sip her bath water. She bottled soapy liquid with a beautiful pink label, thinking, why not? GamerGirl Bath Water. She then advertised on social media, although I doubt she anticipated it would be her biggest PR stunt. Despite charging $35 each jar, Belle sold out of 600-plus containers. Every part of the internet and mainstream media covered it. People deemed the stunt filthy and brilliant. Famous YouTubers bought the jars and drank or vaped it. With all the money streaming in, the internet went too far, stating the water might give you herpes, hospitalize you, or be patient zero of COVID-19. It appeared like a quick way to get rich, but Belle's epiphany changed everything. She failed to include a product disclaimer to the labels. This made Belle accountable if someone got sick from drinking the water. In a frenzy, she emailed all jar buyers and had them sign disclaimers before shipping. After this huge headache, she delivered people's packages and most thought the tale was over. She revealed everything in May 2024. Belle said on Twitter that she had broken PayPal's TOS, which cost her $2,500 for each violation. She lost all her earnings, $90,000 from those sales. PayPal declined to explain the fee when Belle resisted. Belle sent the bathwater from her own money to her followers, despite the loss. PayPal first declined to react after Belle's followers raised the issue, but they persisted. This led Business Insider and NBC News to cover the topic. PayPal was known for being untrustworthy and discriminating against sex workers, they said. Many civil rights groups criticized them. Social pressure subsided, and Belle received her money back once the firm changed its terms of service. Many wondered why she hadn't called out the firm sooner, but she kept it a secret to maintain her charm. This shows how much Belle cared about her image. When Belle Delphine's alleged X-rated content was announced for 2019, the internet went crazy, grabbing hand lotion and Kleenex. Too bad she had a surprise. After months of anticipation, Belle's fans were upset when the countdown ended. They got jokes instead of explicit stuff. Some of the videos, like Belle Delphine plays with her pussy, only showed her caressing a plush kitten. Another, PewDiePie goes all the way inside Belle Delphine, showed her eating the YouTuber's picture in a room. Due to misleading titles, millions of fans were frustrated and outraged. Belle never explicitly promised anything scandalous, but expectations were high. In retaliation, hundreds of her most irrational fans mass-reported her Instagram page for violating community guidelines. Additionally, bizarre rumors claimed she wasn't paying her taxes. Despite no evidence, one crazy stalker tracked her home, posted her address online, and left a handwritten message on her door, demanding she pay what was owed. The police blurred her house on Google Maps and offered little assistance. Belle had to move for safety. Belle had always been supportive of her fans, explaining that many were 21 to 28, and on the autism spectrum, despite her provocative online persona. She Skyped with them often, enduring odd or unsettling interactions. In July 2019, a deranged fan killed fellow e-girl Bianca Devins, believing they were dating. Belle was upset when a tweet suggesting she be next went viral with over 1,000 likes. It was around this time that the endless reports on her Instagram page finally took their toll. On July 19, 2019, Belle's account was permanently deleted. The impact was devastating, both mentally and financially. In an instant, she had lost a massive part of her social media following. Feeling like her online empire had imploded, she decided to step away from the internet entirely, focusing on her personal life instead. During this hiatus, Belle faced some hard realities. She had just purchased her first house using money from Patreon and felt incredibly proud of herself. This newfound success led her to reunite with her estranged father. He flew from South Africa to visit and even met her partner. Initially, the reunion went well, until he got mad about how she had been able to purchase such a lavish property. A short Google search showed the truth, and he was outraged. Disapproving of her work, he departed and subsequently sent cruel texts, making it plain he wanted nothing to do with her. It was in this moment that Belle finally comprehended the long-term consequences of her decisions. Despite the anguish, she knew there was no turning back. If she was going to return, she had to do it her way. On October 7th, Belle released what seemed to be a legitimate mugshot, complete with a police watermark. The internet erupted with conjecture. Had she truly been arrested? And if so, what for? Her local police agency declined to comment, thus fueling the suspicions. Finally, after letting the mystery hang long enough, Belle decided to give her side of the story, one that purportedly began with a house party gone wrong. The story goes that E-Girl woke up to find her hamster taken by a woman who had attended the party the night before. Belle contacted the suspected thief, but she denied stealing the hamster. Belle acted out of anger. The woman's car was graffitied with, "Bitch, give me my hamster back." Belle claims this revenge led to her incarceration. After being liberated, she found her beloved pet. A year later, in 2020, she acknowledged the whole tale was a hoax, another attempt to get people talking about her again after her break. Belle surprised attendees at the Hub Awards on October 11th. She surprised guests with her pink hair and Grim Reaper outfit, with "I Eat Children" on the back of her coat. Since she is very discreet, her surprise public presence had fans and adult stars clamoring for images. Even more surprising? The amount of searches for her name on the site earned her the top celebrity accolade, ironically because she had yet to produce anything explicit. Her revival was brief. Belle disappeared again online a month later. A fan saw her in public on June 14th, 2020, with her arm in a sling and foot in a cast. This unusual look into her daily existence piqued curiosity. What happened? Tekashi69's Gooba spoof brought Belle back online on June 17th. Her over-the-top video announced her comeback and promoted her new TikTok and OnlyFans accounts. Fans were understandably intrigued. Would she finally reveal explicit stuff? Or was this another hub-style troll? People paid a lot to subscribe, despite reservations. The leaked photographs of Belle wounded perplexed many. How could she be harmed one day and fine in a song video the next? She swiftly addressed the rumors on Twitter, asking, "Why was I gone so long? I intended to come back sooner, but jumping off a roof into a kid's paddling pool wasn't smart. I guess I had to save the rap video." Belle kept pushing boundaries after OnlyFans. YouTuber Danya Kova appeared in her latest music video, Plushy Gun. However, her increasingly graphic material was recognized. Her 1.8 million subscriber YouTube channel was terminated soon after. Belle and her fans were shocked at the suspension, but her channel was reinstated in 2020 after much protest. Belle unexpectedly began appearing on Cold Ones, H3 Podcast, Impulsive, and The Official Podcast, which she had long enjoyed. Her online presence was meticulously curated, random, unexpected, and almost totally persona-driven for years. She showed a different side in these interviews. Belle was more practical and strategic than expected, surprising listeners. She controlled her career and planned every marketing move. She originally mentioned being interested in doing an X-rated video during these visits. Fans suspected she was moving toward this conclusion, but something always kept her back. Until she realized. Someday, her secret videos would leak. If that happened, she would have no say in the reveal. In typical Belle Delphine flair, she crossed the final border on her own. How better to create history than by releasing the explicit video on Christmas? Belle Delphine was building her business and pushing her content. She considered launching GamerGirl condoms to expand her brand into another unexpected niche. Belle always had an entrepreneurial mentality, but her biggest professional change was her first explicit film, which she teased for years. Several factors made this a unique adult film. First, Belle shot and edited the project herself, retaining artistic control. Second, her co-star in the video was her longtime lover from before she became famous. It appears Belle Delphine met her boyfriend at 17 as she became Belle Delphine at 18. His little information shows he is at least a few years older than her. Belle calls him Daddy, and he cooks, cleans, and shops. Their secretive relationship is unusual. Belle says she hides his name because disclosing it would damage the girlfriend fantasy many of her fans buy into. Belle kept her promise and published her first hardcore scene on Christmas Day. If she wanted to earn money fast, it was a smart business move. She made $5 million in 7 minutes. Despite financial success, criticism hit her severely. She received varied reviews online, with some praising her for finally taking the plunge, and others criticizing her. Belle said hate made her vulnerable. Worse, her mother was greatly shocked by the material and cut off connection. Their connection is still rocky. Belle understood her parents' reaction, which was even more intriguing. She acknowledged in a rare moment of contemplation that she wouldn't want her children to do such. Belle later regretted her first scene. Due to pressure to provide something innovative, she was unhappy with the result. She would redo it if possible. Belle entertained herself anyhow. She competed with YouTuber Moist Critical to amass the most adult toys in the globe. The bizarre event was great for Belle. Attention-grabbing, absurd, and just what kept her name in the limelight. Even after her infamous antics, Belle kept pushing bounds. In early 2021, she overreached. Belle captioned her January 12th photo of herself bound, wrists tied behind her back, in an unmarked van. "My perfect first date." This was a trailer for a new OnlyFans video involving a staging of her forest assault. Instantaneous blowback. She was criticized for fetishizing kidnapping and violence, especially considering it was Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Belle has long been attacked for her infantile style, playing with toys, wearing pastels, and being Lolita-like. Now her detractors say she promotes pedophilia. Belle looked moved by criticism for the first time in a while. She responded with tweets claiming it was kink material for consenting people. Whether she was furious or merely exploiting the situation, it worked. Everyone was talking about her again. Belle removed her tweets and disappeared again after days of angry debate. She left for 14 months this time. Her 2022 reappearance occurred amid the viral Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard trial. Always provocative, Belle cosplayed as Amber Heard again, sparking further criticism. In addition, she videotaped herself eating a light bulb. She didn't actually eat it. She promised her simp army more OnlyFans content before returning to the pandemonium, as usual. Belle Delphine kept fans happy starting May 1st, 2022. She changed her OnlyFans profession by releasing content with individuals other than her masked man. Belle teamed up with Dungeons & Dragons cosplayer Tasya in June, which fit Belle's identity. The pair posted risque images in matching underwear, fueling rumors that Belle and her boyfriend had split. These speculations gathered steam when Belle started sharing solo footage, upsetting viewers used to racier scenes. Belle openly denied being secretly married, adding to the intrigue. She promoted OnlyFans while cooperating with various famous male YouTubers in provocative photo shoots. When Belle shot her first threesome on May 2, 2023, her account was revived. This brought back her disguised boyfriend and adult actress Mia Malkova. Belle's partner has always been private despite several films. He apparently never touched the other woman in this new scenario. Belle says he's the only male she's dated. Some admirers complained about the limits, but most were glad to see her publish more online. Today, Belle has worked hard to keep people talking. Drawing attention nowadays is harder than in her bathwater days. She released a life-size doll of herself in April 2024 for another viral hoax. It came in a pink, sparkling casket with her worn undergarments. Despite being controversial, its launch scarcely sparked cultural discussion. This stunt had little impact compared to her previous ones, which sparked the internet. As many predicted, Google Trends proves her importance is diminishing. Why did this happen? Why did Belle Delphine's popularity decrease? Several hypotheses. Belle's strongest attraction was anticipation. The tease, for years. Could she go all the way? Fans stuck with her because she could take another step. Once she entered harder content, the curiosity faded. Belle confesses she's bad at filming X-rated films, but one moment made her a lot of money. People got bored with her persona soon. Podcasts ruined it. Belle made a profession out of mystery. Nobody knew where the charade stopped and reality started. In late 2020, she appeared on Cold Ones, H3, Impulsive, and the official podcast as a normal person. Hearing from her directly broke the illusion she had built for years, but her admirers embraced it. The saddest part? Beyond talking to creators she liked, she probably had little to gain from the conversations. She may have maintained her charm longer by remaining unknown. Her style is dead. Belle's brand was established on a young, Lolita-inspired style. Now in her mid-20s, the appearance doesn't work as well as when she was 19. Belle admits that doing this into her 30s might feel odd. Belle Delphine won the game despite everything. She made millions and can retire whenever she wants. And unlike many others in the industry, she managed to achieve it on her own terms. Think about it. She never had a pimp or an external company profiting off of her work. When she decided to film explicit content, she did it with her long-term partner, not strangers. She bought herself and her mother rural British properties with her riches. She evaded the drugs, scandals, and tax evasion that plagued others in her field. Belle's ascent and fall were perfect storms. She arrived just when OnlyFans was booming in popularity. She used online culture better than other influencers to construct a brief but successful career. Moreover, she has showed a great sense of responsibility, such as when she utilized her money to invest in houses for herself and her family. Belle's devotion to her personal life, such as her long-term relationship with her partner and her concentration on establishing a safe and supportive atmosphere for her fans, displays a degree of care and stability that is unique in the often tumultuous world of adult entertainment. Additionally, her openness about negotiating the constraints of the adult market while keeping true to herself has won admiration. Her work may push bounds, but she's conscious of her audience's reaction and has showed vulnerability throughout her path. Belle's online image may scream anarchy and rebellion, but her offline behaviors show a grounded and considerate person. Her adult entertainment career was driven by shock value and a clever, self-aware, and autonomous style that left a great effect on many of her admirers. There you have it, the story of Belle Delphine's rise to fame and disappearance from the internet. For more content like this, hit the like button. subscribe, and leave your opinions in the comments section below.